thought, the moment they fix my nose, I am going to be finally happy. I'm going to finally love myself. Seventh grade, I was in the cafeteria at lunch. This was back when disposable cameras were like all the rage. And I brought in a stack of photographs. And one of the pictures was just me turned to the side. And one of the girls at the lunch table was flipping through the pictures, and she stopped at this one and she said something that changed really the course of my entire life and deeply affected me for the next 15 years, so much so that I ended up having plastic surgery. And what she said was that I had a big nose. She was like, oh, look at, you have a big nose. Kylie has a big nose, and kind of showed everybody. She was young. We were in middle school. She probably didn't have any clue. She definitely didn't know how much it was going to affect me or that it would cause me to have surgery on my face. Maybe I would have felt that way anyway. Maybe she was just the first one to point it out to me. But either way, it was in 7th grade. It was one comment made by a young girl, and it forever made me feel like there was something wrong with me. So I obsessed over this, like this tiny little seed that was planted in 7th grade, continued to grow. Every single time I looked in the mirror, every single time I looked at a picture of myself, I just kept thinking like, wow, I hate my nose, I hate my nose, I hate my nose, which then turned into I hate my face, and then turned into I hate myself. And that just continued to grow and spiral. And when I got into high school, it became even worse because I was becoming what I felt to be somewhat beautiful. Yet there was still this one thing that I felt needed to be changed. Otherwise, I would never be beautiful. And that one thing was my nose. So no matter how many people told me, oh, you have beautiful eyes, Kylie, I love your eyelashes, or you're so skinny and pretty, like things that I thought I wanted to be, I never felt good enough because I literally always thought everyone was just staring at my nose. Like I just thought that's the only thing anyone's ever gonna see. That's the only thing I ever see. And it was just something that I felt like needed to change. When I got out of high school, I decided now it's time. I'm technically an adult. I drove into Chicago, made myself an appointment, put a down payment down for this almost $10,000 surgery without my parents knowing, and I made the decision. I thought, the moment they fix my nose, I am going to be finally happy. I'm going to finally love myself. When I first saw my nose, my new nose, the nose I felt like I was always supposed to have, I was happy. I was fulfilled. I did love myself. I thought, wow, I'm finally beautiful. That lasted for probably a year. And then I started to find other things about myself that weren't perfect. Or I started to find things about my life that I would like to change. Basically, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm still in my own brain. Like I'm still with myself. I still took all the baggage from my past. I still have insecurities. I still have to live my life. I still need to do hard things. I didn't just solve the world's problems or my own problems by getting a nose job. I don't regret it, but it also didn't solve anything. It didn't finally make me feel like everything was great or perfect or that I could finally be endlessly happy. It gave me temporary happiness and maybe a boost of confidence that was helpful, but it didn't give me unconditional love for myself. Go figure, because it was a condition. This whole chapter, what this is about, is finding whatever it is that you think is going to make you happy, make you love yourself, make you love your life, and realize that that is a condition, and that condition very well may make you happier. It might make you more confident. That's the beauty of being human, is that you can alter these different aspects of yourself and of your life and of your relationships and where you live and how much money you make and what you do for a living, so that you can become more fulfilled and happier. But if you are constantly looking for that thing outside of yourself, thinking that that's going to be the thing that's going to finally make you happy, you will be disappointed, because all of that is temporary. It lasts maybe for a month, maybe for a year, then it goes away and you're left with yourself. So we have to start recognizing what feelings we want to get from these things around us and start to create and cultivate those feelings within ourselves now, here and now, in this moment now, like now. So I'm going to ask you the questions that are in the reflection at the end of this chapter in my book, Coming Clean. And the beautiful thing about this reflection is you don't really have to write anything down if you don't want to. You can just think about it. Okay, so number 1,